everybody, and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is December 4th, and that means that we are 4 days into the humble and Yogscast Jingle Jam for 2019. We have gotten the Jingle Jam bundle, which I highly suggest you do. $30 for charity gets you all sorts of awesome games, and we are going to play one of these every single day of this month leading up to New Year's, when I don't know, maybe I'll play something New Year's Day. We're still going to work on that, but for today we have something that takes me kind of back to my roots. It is a visual novel, The Misadventures of Laura Silver. Chapter 1. Need more stress in your life? Meet Laura Silver, a paranoid and insomniac detective tasked with researching Slavic mythology. Do you know anything about the Vodnik? Neither does she. Unfortunately, her incompetence won't be your biggest problem in Czechoslovakia. Wow, I didn't read that before diving into this. This sounds like a thing. This game has very positive reviews and is available on Steam for $7.99. Apparently, it's part of a bundle with an art book. So if you want to pick up that game, you can either buy it on Steam or you get it for free if you make a donation to the Yogscast and Humble Jingle Jam. So, consider that. Anyway, I absolutely recommend that you check out the Jingle Jam and make that donation. But first, why not join us while we play it? Alright, so we're going to take a risk that this is the best place for me to be. I'm never sure with visual novels where it's going to be, except probably the bottom is going to be where the words are. So let's just start. Laura Silver. Cooper. What is the name of the river in Pilsen? We're covering up something. Oh, just notebook options. Alright, maybe I will... Whoop, there. Radbuza, Miss Silver. That's the one. There were two fishermen on their boats fishing on that river. Then they noticed a corpse approaching them. How could a corpse approach them? If it is being dragged by the current. I see. Then the fisherman pulled the body over the boat. It was a drowned man. While they were debating on what to do with it, the corpse suddenly came alive and attacked them. One of the fishermen charged this being, only to be killed right after. The other fisherman jumped into the water, trying to escape. He couldn't, though. The Vodnik caught up with him. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that this beast is the Vodnik, the one who we are looking for. You should have told me earlier, Miss Silver. Anyway, the Vodnik pulled him under the water, and just as he was about to trap the fisherman's soul in one of his jars, the old man unsheathed his knife and stabbed the Vodnik. Who was this old man, Miss Silver? The fisherman. I see. The stab bewildered the Vodnik, and so the old man could run away. And this is how we were able to hear of the incident. Okay. Sorry to interrupt, Miss Silver, but should I turn right here? The car rocks as Cooper drives over a piece of stone. Excuse me if I'm being rude, but as far as I can see, you aren't looking at the map. I memorized it. Please continue your story, Miss Silver. Is this supposed to be a guy? Okay. I wish I looked like that. I was wondering something, actually. What is it? I forgot what the Vodnik was supposed to store those guys' souls in. I thought you said jars. That was improvised. Oh. So he may store them in other things, too. Like cups? Whatever they are, do you want me to explain further? Of course, Miss Silver. So, he's a mythical beast who kills people and stores their souls in cups or something. Plays the violin to lure people to him. Like a siren, but with a violin. You also stated that he likes to craft his jars in the best way possible. We're dealing with an immortal sea spirit who is an artisan then. You can say that. So, at first glance, this seems just like another story to scare children with. You can find a variation of it wherever you go, like, Black Annis or the Great Vampire Carmilla. Black Annis used to scare me a lot. Anyway, in Czechoslovakia, you have a similar bedtime story which is based on this sea monster. But our job isn't investigating a bedtime story. The Vodnik is as real as you and me. A few months ago, it attacked a fishing boat. You know the details, even though it sounds rather hard to believe. Karet herself has talked to the other fishermen who witnessed the incident, so we can believe in the credibility of the source. Karet tasked Skoda with taking care of the issue, but there have been no proper reports coming from him. She also stated that he would give us the details about the mission, though I wonder what kind of detail we're speaking of here. Skoda? Skoda from Foreign Affairs? I guess. When did Mr. Skoda get transferred here? He's been here for almost half a year. He's a man known for his laziness. I doubt that he even tried working on the case. Mr. Skoda is a diligent man, Miss Silver. I disagree with your claim. Are we talking about the same Skoda? I can't exactly say that we have an abundance of employees. I believe there's only one Skoda working in the Bureau. Just to be sure, you're talking about Zivan Skoda, right? Yes. How do you know Skoda? We worked together in London for a while. Then it must be a different Zivan Skoda, surely. I don't recall Skoda as a likable person. Was he also a traffic policeman? No, we were working as security officers for the Labour Party conference. Which one? 3 years ago, in Leicester? Leicester? Mr. Skoda was kind enough to show me the basics of the job. I got assigned to another department within weeks. I would like to work with Mr. Skoda again, though. You should be glad you didn't. Did you work with him before, Miss Silver? I can't... You can say that. Would you like to talk about it? Absolutely not. What did Karet tell you? What did Karet tell you about the job? She told me to help you as much as I could. Yeah, okay. Is this your first job? You mean, as a detective? He smiles and looks at me for a while, only to turn his eyes back to the road. I used to work as a traffic policeman before I was assigned here. I was waiting for a colonial assignment, but then I learned that I was assigned to Miss Karet's bureau. So, it's my first job as a detective, but it's not my first job as a police officer. A traffic policeman promoted to a detective? Interesting. I got my gun a few weeks ago. I didn't know where we were working in one of the bureaus who got to carry guns. Do you know how to use it? I have completed the basic training. Thank God I haven't had a reason to fire it outside of the firing range. What was Karet's reason for recruiting Cooper, I wonder? Why do you ask? Then, can I assume you have no experience with paranormal incidents? I don't, Miss Silver. I take a glance at my list. It doesn't say anything about the Vodnik, except for his name. Even though I tried many times to make sense of the scribble, the name written here is still unreadable. What are you looking at, Miss Silver? I'd take a long time to explain. I think we have the time. You know that we are doing a different job compared to Skoda's. He's a stationary officer in Czechoslovakia, while we are a mobile task force. Yes. I shake the list in my hand. And this list is our task. A list of beings I should take care of. There are ghosts, beasts, vampires, spirits, and many more in here. Did Miss Carrot give that to you? Well, no. Then who did? A being that grants wishes. Let's call him a semi-official affiliate. What kind of being? A djinn. He shouldn't know about this. It's best if I don't tell him anything else. Not one that you're familiar with. He doesn't answer. Intro. So that's Carrot. Man, is this on brand or what? Part 1, being Czechoslovakia, beginning. Czechoslovakian Republic. No, I missed it. So this is our hotel. Even though I'm relieved we could find one in this season, I can't deny the fact that it looks small and run down. I open the back door and get my luggage, while Cooper takes his ridiculously enormous suitcase. Maybe we shouldn't have dismissed how heavy the luggage would be when we decide to disguise ourselves as filmmakers. Shall we go in now? Cooper opens the main door to the hotel, and I leave my luggage on the polished wooden floor, next to the reception desk. He closes the door behind us. Cooper joins me at the reception desk. It seems the receptionist hasn't noticed us. He is writing something in a notebook. Miss Silver, can I carry your luggage to your room if I can carry your luggage to your room if you like. No need, Cooper. That's the job of a bellboy, not yours. Miss Silver, I think the bellboys are sleeping at this hour. We know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. I tap my fingers on the desk, staring at the man behind it. He doesn't look this way at all. The man behind the desk finally looks at my face, with baleful eyes that look like they haven't been closed for centuries. You can't find any hotel which hires bellboys at this time of year. We're off season. Cooper tenses up, quickly checking my face to see if I am angry. Do you have a reservation? We know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. Cooper checks his watch again. We are deeply sorry for bothering you at this hour, when you'd certainly feel better laying down in bed. Do you have a reservation? Cooper seems a bit dumbfounded by the repeated question, the receptionist seemingly ignoring his heartfelt apology. Has Mr. Skoda booked any rooms for us? The man behind the desk sits up, his eyes shining. Zivan Skoda, you say? Yes. He tries to find something in the desk, opening one drawer after another. You two must be the filmmakers Skoda mentioned, then. Your names, please? Exactly so. My name is Orwell Cooper. Laura Silver. As he's searching, I start tapping my foot on the floor. Cooper nervously smiles at my demonstration of impatience. He finally finds what he was searching for and starts looking through the newfound notebook. I can clearly read Laura Silver and Orwell Cooper here. My last name is most likely mistook because I am working with a person blessed with the surname Silver. Huh? The man behind the desk shows us the notebook. Laura Silver and Orwell Copper. He's also mistook my name, apparently. Skoda firmly instructed me that these were the people he booked 2 rooms for. Truth be told, you sound like a bad copy of a hypothetical Orwell Copper. As Cooper gasps, the man behind the desk shakes his hand. Welcome to Hotel Pavla, Miss Silver. I'm Jindrik Chalupnik. Nice to meet you. I nod while he hands me a room key. Wait, what about me? Looks like we'll have to wait until Mr. Skoda clears this misunderstanding. Or you can admit that you're not the copper written here. Cooper looks at me, his expression as helpless as he could be. He probably wants to go to sleep during the wee hours of the morning. Miss Silver, aren't you going to say anything? There must be a mistake. It's true that our employer tends to forget names. It's most likely that the telegraph that reached Skoda was miswritten. This man is working with me. I'm pretty sure that he's the one Skoda has mentioned to you. No one would expect the chief detective to be more careful. One would expect about giving the right name, but life keeps surprising me in the best ways. Cooper smiles with appreciation, as Mr. Chalupnik seems to keep his stoic expression. Miss Silver, you will have to forgive my cautiousness. I'm only doing what Skoda asked me to do. What did Skoda even ask this man? Shooting a documentary shouldn't be considered a suspicious activity. Cooper and I exchange glances. He points Chalupnik with his eyes, begging me to speak. It'd be suspicious if I stood silent for too long. You don't have to ask for my forgiveness. However, this man is indeed the person Skoda was expecting. We shouldn't be wasting time on such a small detail. I'd appreciate if you hand Cooper his keys. Chalupnik stares at us for a while, then shrugs. I agree that we shouldn't waste any more time. So you might as well go up to your room and sleep, since I won't be handing him the keys until I have Skoda's confirmation. What a dick. Is he always this suspicious of customers, or does he have something against filmmakers? Chalupnik continues with his regular voice. I'm asking you to leave your friend here for the night, miss. Our disguise was supposed to help us avoid suspicion, but it doesn't seem to be working. Good job, Silver. You're doing amazing. I take my suitcase and turn right toward the stairs. Miss Silver? I'll be back after I leave my suitcase. His expression softens. We can continue investigating then. But it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So? Cooper stops talking to me, his eyes locked on something behind. I hear footsteps approaching. Footsteps that are coming down the stairs. I turn to the right and see Skoda. He eyes us for a while, his expression not changing one bit. You woke me up. Skoda! No, back. Can I go back? No? Skoda, are you implying that these walls, the walls here are thin? If you're going to brag about how your hotel was the most soundproof walls in all of Czechoslovakia. I'd rather not. It won't count as bragging if it's the truth, young man. Is he cranky because we woke him up? Though it would be troublesome for someone to hear us talking about the job through these thin walls. Skoda, now that you're here, help us fix the problem with the copper man. Mr. Skoda, please tell Mr. Chalupnik that I am the person our boss mentioned in the telegram. He is the person our boss mentioned in the telegram. Okay. Chalupnik hands Cooper a room key and shakes his hand. Breakfast is at 8:30 a.m. It'll be served on this floor. Isn't Skoda the only guest in the hotel? It's Hotel Pavla for you. We keep the hotel in top condition even if only one person is staying at the hotel. I'm more of a resident than a customer, though. We've grown close to each other. Am I right, Skoda? Yeah, surely. I'll be showing them to their room then. Thank you. Follow me, Copper, Silver. It's Cooper, Mr. Skoda. I'll keep that in mind. Pardon me. Nice to meet you again, Silver. He reaches out his hand. I shake it. Carrot. Gold, carrot. Copper, silver, carrot. Skoda? I don't know. Zeven Skoda. Carrot has mentioned you a lot during the meetings. Could you tell us why we're here? Carrot wrote in her telegram that we're going to learn the details of our investigation from you. Skoda hands me an envelope. The envelope is open. He didn't even bother to hide the fact that he had opened it before. I stare at him. He's being suspicious. Carrot has written that you have some business with a weird man. Such indecency. You shouldn't open people's letters like that, Mr. Skoda. Skoda smiles. There shouldn't be any secrets between the employees of the Bureau. Makes me wonder, why is Carrot sending you here and there for special cases? It's none of your business. I haven't received any information from the Bureau about the Vodnik of Pilsen for 3 months, but Carrot sent me a letter to hand over to you. Isn't it odd? Why are you getting exclusive access to this information? I should be dealing with this man mentioned in the letter, not you. He's right. He is the one in charge of business in Czechoslovakia. Why would she want you to come all the way here? I don't understand that. Look, Skoda... Huh. It's a little aggressive. Do you know anything about the Wish Granter? Wish Granter? Never heard of something like that. That's the reason why Carrot has sent me here. Huh? This is all I can say to you. You could have given me a better explanation. Did Carrot say anything about him in the letter? She didn't. Skoda looks the other way. It looks like he didn't expect me to answer like this. I'm still waiting for an explanation, Silver. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I didn't even talk to Cooper about this, and he's my partner. You almost said assistant, didn't you? Look, Silver. You can't just brush my question off like that. It doesn't eliminate any of my suspicions, whether it's about you or Carrot. What are your suspicions? I think I already answered why she's sending me for special cases. I still don't know who the wish granter is supposed to be. That doesn't count as a proper answer. I have to ask Carrot if I'm allowed to answer properly. I can send you a letter on the matter if she doesn't reply while I'm in Czechoslovakia. You know that she replies everything late. He sighs. I don't think you're cooperating with me. Look, even though I am angry because you opened my letter, I'm trying to be civil with you. I'm just trying to do my job. We're both working for the same bureau. You sound like you're lying. Maybe you have trust issues. You may be right. He pinches the bridge of his nose, then turns to Cooper. I didn't even welcome you properly. Skoda extends his hand to Cooper for a handshake. Nice to meet you again, Cooper. Thank you for coming to get us, but it seems like we have disturbed you. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm probably the worst host you could ever get. I think I'd be worse. Silver. Let's go to the post office tomorrow morning and send a telegram to Carrot. Sure. I have a hard time waking up in the morning, but I'm sure I'll be awake by 9 a.m. We can wake you up if you want. I'm not an agreeable person when someone else wakes me up. I can imagine. He smiles. Before you make even more fun of me... Before you make even more fun of me, I'll go to my room. Have a good night, Mr. Skoda. You too, Cooper. Skoda goes inside his room. I hear the lock of the door shutting tightly. Mr. Skoda is a good man after all. Cooper smiles. So, shall we look at the letter? I take the letter out of the envelope. My dearest Laura, I hope you are doing well in Pilsen. I got some information on Emil the Vodnik by a little trip to the Bureau's secret archives and some interrogations. Copies of the documents I found are inside the envelope. I would love to hear from you at the end of your mission. Write me a report after you're done, all right? Don't strain your body and take care of yourself. Please try to sleep more, honey. Sincerely, Carrot. Oh, and it's so sweet. Honey? No wonder why Skoda thinks I'm being pampered by Carrot. You're not being pampered. I think she only wants you to take care of your health. You were going to continue your investigation during the wee hours of the morning, Miss Silver. I don't think that's a good idea. I can manage without sleep. It's an order from your employer that you shouldn't forget to sleep. It's not an order, it's a request. I shrug and open the other document. The Vodnik of Pilsen. Secret? I'm covering. It's a secret. This Vodnik appears as a human beast with a frog-like face and green hair, with his body covered in algae and mud. His hands are webbed, and his eyes are colored red. Local drownings are said to be his work. After drowning people, he stores their souls in handmade cups. The ones who saw him work on his cups have informed us about his collection. Type, humanoid, conflicting reports. Threat level, unknown, possibly dangerous. Habitat, water and swamps around the Radbuza River. Powers, can shapeshift into liquid form. Unmatched speed in water. Used to be a toy maker. I fold the document and put it into my pocket. Miss Silver, we should let everyone in the hotel know that they should be wary when handling water. We should have asked Mr. Skoda if he told anyone about it. We still can. He knocks on Skoda's door. Mr. Skoda, it's me, Cooper. Could you open the door, please? No answer. Go figure. Mr. Skoda, we have something to ask. I haven't told anyone anything about the water issue. Leave me alone. Oh, all right. Have a good night, Mr. Skoda. So, Miss Silver, I'll let Mr. Chalupnik know. You seemed eager to go to bed, though. I'm sure our safety is more important than 20 minutes of sleep. He smiles brightly. However, Miss Silver, you should go to your room and sleep while I'm on that. Even though I'll be in my room, I doubt that I'll be sleeping. Sure. I saw no need to disagree. Miss Silver, before I leave, tell me what your room number is. 102. Looks like your room is right next to Mr. Skoda's. Yeah. Mine is 107, so I'll be right across. If you need anything in the middle of the night, you can knock on the door, Miss Silver. Wait, Cooper. Yes? What are you going to tell Chalupnik? I'll tell him that the water got infected and people advised us not to use the tap. That doesn't sound realistic. What should I tell him then? Maybe... Yes, Miss Silver? I think we should find... Did I just swap their voices for a little bit? I think I did. I think we should find the water tank and close the valves that are connected to the external pipes. If we tell Mr. Chalupnik that the water is cut off in the whole of Pilsen, they won't check the water tank. What is it, Cooper? I don't know if it's right to barge into the boiler room of a building we just entered. It's for the safety of the hotel staff, so it's justified. Right. Now, do we know where the boiler room is? I think that we should search the ground floor, or the basement if possible. I wonder if we can reach there without attracting Chalupnik's attention. Miss Silver. Yes? You mentioned that you had back pain while we were in the car, and you also are clearly tired. Yes? So maybe you should go into your room and rest, and I'll close the valves. Will you really do that for me? Sure. You're too kind, Cooper. Have a good night, Miss Silver. Cooper, knock on my door when you're done. I'll check if the water is off. All right. I'll see you in a moment then. Cooper waves at me as I open the door to my room. I take off my coat. Now, let's see if there's anything suspicious in here. Ooh. It's bright, unlike me. Sleep? Not now. Must check the room first. Table. I could take a look at my observations and notes. If I had any. What if a group of creatures set up an ambush inside the closet? I slowly open the closet. It's safe. It's windy. I would like to stay here. The night is as cold as my soul. But is there a flower pot on the balcony? Those violets will die in this weather. I want to take a look at the room before going there. I hear a knock on the door. Yes, Cooper? I've closed all the valves. You're faster than I expected. I'll go to my room and check them as well. Good night again, Miss Silver. I nod. I should check the taps to see if Cooper was successful. I pushed the bathroom door. Huh? It's not opening. I pull the door, surprised by how it opens. Why would a bathroom door open outward? Anyway. I open the tap. Only a few droplets of water drip. That's a relief. Other than that, it's a sink. Nothing more, nothing less. I did my business. And now you're out of water. By using the toilet flush, I have used our water resources that are already restricted, and you have guaranteed that you will die in a potential water shortage, Silver. I turn the faucet on. Only a few drops of water come out. Cooper has done a good job. Well, that's good, I guess. I slipped the document I got from Carrot into the notebook. I would rather spend the night interrogating Chalupnik or the employees, but I don't want to draw attention to myself. Our disguise as filmmakers will help us gather information without attracting suspicion, but Chalupnik seems eager to be suspicious of us anyway. I wonder if Skoda let something slip about our job. Well, in any case, it seems like I don't have any choice but to sleep. And I think, because we're half an hour in, that's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you for joining me here today on Game and Dare while we have been playing Misadventures of Laura Silver, Chapter 1. This game is available as far as part of the Yogscast Jingle Jam 2019 bundle from Humble. I highly recommend you go and check that out. Or you can get it on Steam if it's past the time of the Jingle Jam. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it the old thumbs up, give it some love, and let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you about what kind of games that you'd like to see on the channel, because while I'm only doing the Jingle Jam thing for this month, I might be persuaded to come back and do gameplay videos if, people are actually interested. So, comment, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I had done every single day. So, thanks for joining me. My name is Step. We have been playing Misadventures of Laura Silver here today on Game of Dare. Thanks so much for watching, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something from the Yogscast Jingle Jam 2019 bundle. Thanks, everybody.